What's going on, guys? So this is probably the first video I've made in 2020, and it's not anything crazy, but I did just want to go over it. Talking about the upper control arms from READYLIFT, because I get a lot of questions, people asking, are they mandatory? Have you had good luck with them? All these kind of things. And rather than typically that I do reply to people on DMs on Instagram, it's easier just to make a video, address everything that everyone asks, and then, you know, just send them the link to that. So that's what we're doing today. So this is 2018 Chevy Silverado. Anyone new, 3-inch Moto Fab front leveling kit, and that's a big leveling kit. And as you can see, we have the READYLIFT upper control arms. So I guess let me go grab the stock ones. So I get so many people asking, how do I know if I have stamped steel upper control arms or not? And so here they are. If they look like this, you have stamped steel upper control arms. These are my stock ones. If this is what yours look like, you have the stamped steel factory upper control arms, and these are the ones you have to worry about because that top ball joint can pop out of there, especially with these big leveling kits. So the 3-inch on here is obviously pretty much the biggest. I don't think there's anything bigger than that. The next step up is like a 3.5-inch rough country, which does have like drop down stuff, so it's fine. It comes with the knuckles and everything. 3-inch is going to be the biggest spacer leveling kit, lift, whatever you want to call it. So there's plenty of people that run the factory upper control arms and have no issues, but that's just like anything. Some people buy brand new trucks and have issues with them day one. Some people buy them and never have issues ever. So it's just luck of the draw. If you have these stock stamped steel and you go above a 2-inch, I would recommend replacing it, just because it's kind of risky. If you're stock, no problem, they're designed for stock applications, whatever. But when you get the big 3-inch, 2.5, 3-inch, you're going to want to do this. It's just kind of ease of mind. So I guess let's go ahead and let me try to get y'all some angles of what hopefully y'all can see. The GoPro probably distorts it some, but the angles are not like anything super duper crazy. They're not great. Obviously it's 3-inch, but the READYLIFT, these are nice. And let me pull up real quick. So here they are. I got them from Summit Racing. I'll put them a link in the description. If you want to get these, there is another option, which I will talk about here in a minute. But as you can see, $420 for these. I've had these for a year and a half now on the truck, and that's probably at least 15,000 miles, I would say. I don't have the exact mileage from the video where I did swap them, but at the current mileage I'm at a rough estimate, say 15,000, if not a little bit more. And I've had really no issues out of them. The only thing I've had to do is I did have to go back and tighten them up. I'm not some super professional, and some, you know, I ought to be. Don't always use the correct specs to tighten things down, and so they did come a little loose. I know that's horrible to say, but it is what it is. I tightened everything down. They were just a little bit loose where they were making just a touch of noise. I know, once again, that sounds horrible, but yeah, tighten them down. Other than that, they've been great. I've had no real bad like crunching noises or anything like that, and I've been through some big stuff with this. Like the other night I hit a freaking raccoon that was the size of a dog. Just about went airborne with the truck, and the truck's still here. You know, we're not nothing broken, nothing crazy. A lot of people do ask about the let me cut my light on, the bump stops. So yes, with these you do have to cut the bump stops out, or they're going to be resting on it, and then you're probably going to run into issues. I do like these READYLIFT upper control arms because they do have, similar to the factory, little grooves to help keep the alignment good on it. Haven't got it realigned since the first time I did. Who knows if it's great or not. I need to get it done because my steering wheel is a little bit off, just from when I got it aligned and didn't take it back. And I don't know, it drives me crazy some days, but hate going to the alignment shops. So like I said, I have the 3-inch Moto Fab spacer leveling kit, and they recently reached out to me, said they appreciated the content I've made on it in prior videos, and they reached out to see if I'd be interested in checking out their new upper control arms and potentially a different leveling kit, because they saw my video where I was talking about wanting to change up the suspension. And that's really hard because, dude, it looks perfect to me. The good thing is I am planning on changing up the suspension on this truck. The good thing about that is I will keep all of the components. That way, if I decide to go back to this look, I will be able to do that, and it'll just cost me some time and, you know, alignment money or whatever, but I have all the parts still. So that's that. But they did see the video where I was talking about wanting to change it up. So they did reach out to me and said that they would be willing to hit me up with another leveling kit, different size, and for me to try out their new version 2 upper control arms that they're coming out with, that are designed for 2.5 and 3 inch leveling kits, and are made for the amount of offset my wheel set up so that they don't hit or anything like that. Shouldn't have any issues. I'm really excited about that. It's going to be a couple weeks or whatever. They're still in the manufacturing process of that, and then it might be even longer. It might be a couple months before I actually install them, simply because I am changing the suspension on this truck, and I will not be using it right off the bat, because I think I'm going to really enjoy the route I'm going for a while. Maybe permanent, I don't know, but probably not permanent, but definitely I want to enjoy it for a while. So with that being said, you can obviously go with the READYLIFT, or hold your horses and wait for the Moto fab that is designed for this leveling kit to correct your angles. It might be an even better option. I think it's going to be a lot cheaper than the READYLIFT upper control arms as well. So that's pretty much it. I wanted to get on here and address all the questions, because I get a lot of people very, very curious about upper control arms, leveling kits, all this kind of stuff. And it's really not that complicated. You just kind of have to be precautious when you go with the bigger leveling kits, because it is straining your components more, and it puts your ball joints at some pretty bad angles. And so you want some upper control arms that are designed to make that angle better, or if not, like back to factory style. Obviously you still got a lower ball joint that's down there doing its thing, but it's usually the upper one that gives people problems. So like I said, just wanted to come on here, address those. So if you have any other questions that I did not answer in this video, leave them in the comments. I'll be sure to reply back with my experience or my opinion. And that's pretty much it. So don't know how many more videos there'll be with Baby Squat looking like this. 3 inch leveling kit in the front, no blocks in the back. The truck has been the same for so long. I'm really excited, nervous because I love the way the truck sits, but really excited to change it up, and it's just gonna be sick. But I did, before I changed anything, wanted to really give y'all my opinion. 3 inch leveling kit, READYLIFT upper control arms. So far it appears to be a very solid combination. Will it completely eliminate any potential issues? No, probably not in the long run, but there's plenty of people on like Facebook and stuff that I've talked to that have ran 100,000 miles with this same setup and not had any issues. So it really depends on how they're treated. Certain circumstances you can get lucky, you can get unlucky, and that's just part of it. But yeah, if you are interested in the READYLIFTs, like I said, I'll put a link to the description. But like I said, the next couple months I should be installing the Moto fab upper control arms that are legitimately designed for the 2.5 inch, 3 inch leveling kit, which literally in the description of them is going to be designed for 2.5, 3 inch, which that just, there you go. It's got the work put into it to make it for that kit. And so definitely, if you want to, wait for me to get that. Let me check it out. Let me make sure the quality is good, and you know, save yourselves a couple bucks. If it's not, hopefully it is. But so definitely, if you're thinking about getting a 3 inch leveling kit and you have stamped steel, I would definitely recommend getting upper control arms when you do that install, or get someone to install it. For one, get it all done at one time, make sure everything's happy together, and as well, just ensure that you're not going to have the factory ball joint go jumping out of there. If you're not wanting to spend the $420 for these upper control arms, maybe consider waiting a couple months. If you're wanting to do it now, consider waiting a couple months for me to try out the Moto fab, which is literally designed for the 2.5 and 3 inch leveling kit. Let me try it out. Let me see how the quality is when I get it in. Even if I don't install it right away, I'm definitely going to unbox it and let y'all see it right away, and we'll check out the quality just straight out of the box. So look forward to that. I guess that's about it, guys. So if you have any questions, definitely leave them down below. With all that being said, hopefully you enjoy. I will see y'all in the next.